to play in an indie rock band. Where all you got to do is this kind of stuff. And just wear cool clothes. You don't actually have to, pick anything fancy or anything. You just got to wear skinny jeans and get some tattoos. And I think I missed that opportunity. Nobody wants to see the bald guy.
We're rolling.
Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're
okay.
rolling.
You know
So,
who I really respect? I don't know his name, but the band OK Go?
No.
You know OK Go.
Okay. All right. Maybe
They're the ones that have all the super cool videos, right?
Okay.
Like the marching band that plays on the songs. They have one where they're riding scooters around. They did one on treadmills.
Yeah.
Where they go back and forth. Anyway, they got the one bald guy with a beard who. It's like, I still feel relevant as a middle-aged bald guy because of him.
That's
so
good.
Thank you for getting that guys.
We're in. We're checking this out. This is a Breedlove.
Yes. This is one of those makers that I think it flies under the radar for so many folks. I've seen them over the years. Yeah. I've known Breedlove exists, but I can't say that I've ever really spent a lot of time with Breedlove.
For the record, I have not either.
Yeah.
Until this year, we have been, we've known about Breedlove for a long time, kind of dabbled in them over the years, and we were just trying to find a fit in the store here for them. I knew they were a great guitar. It's just a matter of finding, physical space and, finding a line that fits with all our other lines that we carry here, because we have a lot of lines here to carry. Super thrilled that we got Breedlove in. We've done, we did a video here. We had Colin from Breedlove here not too long ago, and he explained a lot of the building processes and all that. So this guitar, we're going to just check this one out today. We have like so many Breedloves here right now that me and you really need to we need like a couple hours down here.
We should run through
these little 20-minute lunch breaks. We got to
squeeze it in.
I
know. We're trying
not
to rush
folks.
through, but
we're trying.
It's always a battle between the clock and our stomachs to get
True.
through as quick.
This
Anyway,
is the Oregon Concert CE.
This is what's really cool is I'm looking on the back, made in
Bend,
Now,
Oregon.
see, I always thought of Bend, Oregon as like a beer mecca.
I think it's that as well.
Mountain biking, things
it's mountain biking, beer, and guitars.
I didn't realize these were Oregon.
Very cool. So, not only is this one, the Oregon series, Myrtlewood, as you can see, beautiful top on this. They do a lot of Myrtlewood. That is from Oregon.
Okay. Sustainable.
Yep.
So it's one of these sustainable.
Everything these guys
woods.
do, very sustainable on all the woods that they build with. Okay, so this one's Myrtlewood back and sides and the top. They also do it in a spruce top. There's a bunch of variations.
I like it. Flat finish on the side.
Yeah.
You'll probably get through all these things, but just.
And check out the bridge.
Yeah, it's a unique shape, and it's interesting.
There's no pins.
No, this is like almost like a classical style
bridge. It's like
bridge,
a pinless bridge
where it just hooks into the back and you feed it through, which is.
And they talked about that a lot.
There's
there's no holes drilled into the top, so you're just coming through the end here, and it's great. They do a lot of really cool stuff.
That's one of those things we've said a few times before when you're like, wow, why didn't
everyone do that?
Yeah,
I don't know. Tradition.
But
tradition. What else? Okay, so check this out. So one thing they do on the guitars that are made in Bend, they have this process. Now, I'm not going to go too in depth in it because I don't really know that much about it. Other than I talked to Colin when he was here. He explained a bit of it, but I haven't actually gone and seen the process yet. So, but before each guitar that's made in Bend goes out the door, comes with a little certificate. Okay. What's cool is they have this analyzation that they do on the tops and the backs and the sides.
I see.
They run it through this computer, and you can see.
They do sound profiles and tonal.
Yeah,
it's kind of like
each guitar comes with this. So this particular guitar, the top thickness, 0.109. The back, 0.110. So they're telling you the exact thicknesses of the wood. They may take a certain one, depending on the body shape and all that, and decide, well, this one needs, if this one's going to be better for, kind of all-around versatile player where they make a smaller body, might be better for a lighter touch. They'll design them that way and pick the woods for the body shape.
But there's these next two parts that I think is very cool.
Top frequency.
Yeah.
181 hertz.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm assuming, they also have the fundamental frequency and the back frequency. So I guess depending on, I'm sure they found certain frequencies.
Sympathetic resonant frequency that the wood is most responsive to. Like when you it's like the subwoofer that as it hits a certain frequency, suddenly the whole thing shakes and then it's quiet and then
Totally. Yeah.
So is that what we're talking about here?
I'm assuming. So they're going to probably say, okay, if this guitar has this frequency in it, this top is at this frequency, I'm sure they're probably going to go, okay, this one would be better for this body shape or this wood combination. It probably gives them the ability to kind of decide which.
This is at the point.
People do that. Yeah. Builders used to do that. They take the wood and kind of tap on it and kind of go decide kind of what you're going to get out of it. They do that on the computer.
They've turned it into a more objective, empirical process rather than somebody's ear. It's some science.
It's kind of fun. When when it boils down to it, how's the guitar sound?
It sounds great, but I guess part of the disclaimer here when you said, well, I don't know that much about how they do it, but I bet you they got
they do
a thing. So if you're
they have a
really
thing on their
interested,
website,
I'm gonna go check it out because this sounds intriguing. In my head, I was thinking if you've never seen the movie The Red Violin, again, I think I've mentioned before, it's one of my favorite movies.
I love that movie.
It's not for kids. It's got some grown-up elements, but it's all about this instrument that traverses centuries, like these high-priced violins.
Yep.
But there's a neat scene in the movie where they're doing these sound testing, these acoustic testings, and they suspend this delicate instrument up, and they're like showing, they're subjecting the violin to various frequencies to see how the violin innately responds to these different frequencies. So I'm guessing it's something like that.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I don't know if they still do this, but they used to say that when you get a new instrument, you're supposed to put it in front of speakers, right? And play speakers, right, so that it'll help grains. I don't know if there's any business to that, but that's
all that does work. We have these little things you can attach to the guitar, and so it's always moving the top. And over time, that's why an older guitar.
It kind of like if you can imagine the grains are not perfectly aligned as they sync up and link in, then we know that to a certain extent, vintage would sometimes sound better. Because of the aging process. That's why people like to try and induce an aging effect on woods. But
if you took a snapshot of your guitar the day you bought it, 20 years later, and recorded it again and listened to it, it's going to be different.
It's a different guitar.
Yeah.
Anyway, but back to this.
Back to this. So these guys, they make 3 body shapes too. Yep. So there's a concertina and a smaller one.
Yeah.
Those are, lighter touch kind of guitars. They're great for finger picking and stuff. They have. Then the concert is this one. That's kind of the mid. And then they have a concerto, which is the bigger body.
Now, is the cutaway an additional feature, or is it?
Yeah, you can get it with cut. Yep.
With or without. Yep. And now I always get confused between Florentine and Venetian. One of them's kind of sharp. One of them's
sharp. One of them's
smooth.
regular.
I like them both.
You just confused me there.
Yeah.
Because now I just got it mixed around.
Okay,
Venetian.
To me it sounds like types of pasta.
That's a Venetian. Florentine's a sharp one.
Like something like pasta Florentine or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's easy.
That looks like pasta.
It does. Yeah. It's very attractive. But I think in addition to some of these neat little features, in addition to being made right here in the good old US of A, it sounds good. This is it's easy to play. The neck is nice and smooth, and it's got a good width and depth, thickness. To acquiesce to the folks who have noted over the years, sometimes I tend to play more towards the bridge. This guitar is really responsive to where your pick placement is. Most guitars are, but to my ear, this one seems even maybe more.
You're hearing more differences as you go.
Yeah, I can really get a different tone as I'm moving around.
It's neat. It's a neat sounding guitar.
No, I think this is a great addition to the various makers.
Yeah, it fits really well in our store. And there's a whole nother series. They have a whole nother series that's not made in Bend, Oregon. That covers every price point, every body shape, every wood shape, every wood species, and they're incredible. We have them all here in the store. I will learn more about them. I promise. And
well, I'm looking forward because this.
Honestly, every time we get them in, we sell them before I even get a chance to like really like buckle down, and they sell. They're really great.
So what I'm hearing is that this is another one of those makers who has this. I'm not going to call it a cult following, but they're
I would
loyalists.
say yes.
They're definitely
Yes, for
Breedlove
sure.
loyalists out
Yep.
there, and I can see why.
Yeah.
You know, if I was going to, I'm a Martin loyalist just by default because that's what I play.
Yeah.
Sitting in this chair playing all these guitars, quite frankly, my loyalty's divided now amongst lots of different guitars. So many great guitars, but
I would say you're very dead on with that. It is one of those companies that they definitely have a following. People who know them well, they love them, and other people are new to them, and I think they're really liking them. So it's a great guitar to have in the store, and we will demo many more because we have a lot of them.
Looking forward to it.
And,
Sweet.
We'll do it again.
Myrtlewood.
Thanks, Quentin.
You bet.
See you all soon.